Welcome, and thank you for joining us for another seminar brought to you by Rags to Riches, where we cover topics that turn ordinary people into extraordinary leaders. Today, I am thrilled to have our guest with us. As a matter of fact, it's been 2 years since I have interviewed this nonprofit, and for that I apologize, because in my opinion, there is not another nonprofit, actually there's not another person, place, or thing that has done as much for this industry as this particular nonprofit has done for the residential cleaning industry. I don't think anybody had any idea 10 years ago when this idea was formulated how huge it would be for this industry. Probably because 10 years ago there was no Facebook or Twitter or the social media that could bring this concept to the world, but it is amazing what it has done for our industry. From a selfish perspective, I'm going to say that as a coach, my goal is to make my clients successful. I'm going to tell you this is the best tool that I have to make my clients successful. So for that, I'm also very grateful. And the frosting, the real frosting on the cake is not only is it good for our industry, but it has done this massive, been so helpful to thousands and thousands of women in this world who are struggling with the worst possible disease there possibly could be, and that is, of course, cancer. So it is my pleasure today to bring to you, of course, Cleaning for a Reason, and their director, new but not really new, Lynn Frankenfield. So welcome, Lynn. Thank you for joining us.
Sharon, it's great to be here.
Well, we're just delighted. So, Lynn, let's start out right away by you telling us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm currently the Executive Director of Cleaning for a Reason. I have been with the Foundation for 2 years. Although I'm not new to nonprofit, I've been in the nonprofit sector for the past 23 plus years in various leadership positions, past Rotary Club president. I have a Bachelor's of Science in Human Services from Springfield College, a minor in psychology, and just really have a passion for what Cleaning for a Reason does, and certainly want to continue to move the foundation forward so that we can better serve more women and make Cleaning for a Reason a household name.
Well, not that it isn't almost there, but I could agree with that. So let's go a little deeper into what actually brought you to Cleaning for a Reason.
Well, my mom is a 2-time cancer survivor, and when she had her first diagnosis, Cleaning for a Reason was not in existence. We got the second cancer diagnosis, went through surgeries and treatment, and it was at that point that I realized my mother had a lease on life, not once but twice, and it was almost as though it was a calling for me that I needed to change my career path. And so I left a position of 20 plus years, and I took some time, and I decided that one of the things I needed to do was help women, assist women somehow who were battling cancer. And fortunately for me, Cleaning for a Reason was looking for an executive director, and I had applied for the position and really felt that I could be able to use my expertise in the nonprofit field, but also my passion to serve women, because I had been there. I know what it's like. I know what they're going through. But for me, I wanted to become part of a cause-driven organization, but I really wanted to do this in honor of my mother, who is 80 years old and just doing great. And so I really feel as though I'm doing this in honor of her, and it's not really a job. It's really, I don't know, it's a mission for me.
Well, I would say that Debbie definitely made the best choice she could have 2 years ago when I interviewed her, because you are passionate about it. You have an energy and enthusiasm and boundless amounts of energy that really has helped this organization. So let's talk about Debbie for a second, because without her vision, we wouldn't be sitting here today, either one of us. So who started Cleaning for a Reason, when, and why?
Debbie Sardone, our founder, she is the owner of Buckets and Bows Cleaning Service in Lewisville, Texas. And many years ago, Debbie took a phone call from a woman who at that point she thought was calling to find out how much it was to have her house cleaned. And so she was doing the typical sales call and provided her with pricing. And once she shared the price, the woman said, "Oh, I can't afford that, I have cancer," and hung up. Well, back then, we didn't have caller ID and all these wonderful tools to be able to find out who that was and call them back. And so from that day forward, Debbie decided within her own company that that was going to be a company policy. If anybody called in and they could not afford cleaning and they were undergoing treatment for cancer, that they would clean for free. And then she was presenting at a conference and shared her idea with her peers just to get a little bit of feedback, and everybody was very enthusiastic about the idea, and the rest is history. And in 2006, she formed Cleaning for a Reason, a nonprofit foundation with a small number of partner maid services, and began to go out and clean. And fast forward today, here we are. We're headquartered in Lewisville, Texas, and we're continuing to follow the mission of cleaning for women who are battling cancer and providing the gift of a clean home.
I was at that conference with Debbie when she announced that. I still had my cleaning service there 10 years ago. So, and Grant, I mean, we just all flew into it in a second. It was a unique idea. Debbie is an entrepreneurial person, and that was just a phenomenal idea she had. So we're grateful to be here full circle and still cooking. So for the people who don't know, and there are still a number of people who own cleaning services that really don't know what Cleaning for a Reason is all about, what is Cleaning for a Reason?
Well, we're a nonprofit organization, and we provide free house cleaning for women who are undergoing treatment for cancer, and that's any type of cancer, for women that are 19 years of age and older. And what we do is we recruit partner maid services to go out and help us with our effort, to help us move forward, to help us clean for these women. Fast forward to today, we have 1,108 cleaning companies that volunteer their time to go out and clean for women. To date, we've served more than 15,000 women, and the cleanings that our partner maid services have provided is over $4.5 million in donated cleaning. And without our partners, we would not be able to do the great work that we do.
$4.5 million is a lot of money. And I want to say that when I interviewed Debbie 2 years ago, because I'm asking Lynn a lot of the same questions, it was like $1.9 million. So this organization has doubled in its donations in the last 2 years. Phenomenal, Lynn. And I think when we talked last time, you were under 1,000 cleaning companies, so you've also grown a lot there. It was fun to look at the difference in the statistics. The 15,000 women served. Well, I'm thinking last time I talked to her, it was like maybe 11,000. So that also went up massively. It is catching on, and I am so thrilled that women are being helped, because that's the bottom line here, is all these poor women struggling this cancer thing, especially when they've got maybe a divorced woman with 3 kids. I mean, I don't know how they do this. So thank you. So why would Clean for a Reason be good for residential cleaning companies? I mean, indeed, Debbie did this on her own. What's the advantage of being with Cleaning for a Reason? And I know I'm kind of throwing you for a loop here, but what is the advantage of going with Cleaning for a Reason versus doing it themselves?
Well, one, we are here as the conduit between the patient and scheduling cleanings with the maid service. So what we do is we wind up doing the intake of the patient. So we're able to receive the patient. We ask that the patient provide a physician's note. That's the only type of thing that we require from our patients. So we handle all of that, and then what we do is we actually match the patient based on zip code of the cleaning service. And so that in of itself, although it doesn't sound like a lot, we receive over 850 applications every month for services. And about 25% of those applications abandon the process for whatever reason. It may be because a friend or family member registered them and they don't want it. But think about being part of this cause-driven organization. As a cleaning company, you are distinguishing your business amongst your competitors. Not only are you distinguishing your business, but you're able to help serve women within your local community. You are giving back, and that's incredible. When you think about people that are looking to hire companies, they are looking to hire companies that are giving back within their local community. So you will get the benefit of, one, utilizing the Cleaning for a Reason logo, which sets your business apart. Two, again, helping those women within your local community. Then there's also the marketing and the PR opportunities. Just to give you an example, in the month of October, which we all know is Cancer Awareness Month, there's a tremendous amount of opportunity for our Cleaning for a Reason partners to be in the media. Number one, it's a great way to tell your story, and we work with a PR firm that helps provide some media opportunities for our partners. So, as you know, with it being Cancer Awareness Month, everybody wants to interview someone who has had an experience with a cancer patient or someone who is doing something within their local community. And what better way to gain awareness and promote your business is by talking about your affiliation with Cleaning for a Reason, telling your story. And by telling your story, it could be by personal experiences that you've had or one of your technicians that you've had. We talk about pinking it up, too. Wear Cleaning for a Reason pink shirts. Add the Cleaning for a Reason logo to your staff shirts. Use vehicle wraps. Again, this is all great media coverage, things that they like to bring into their stories. I can show you countless photos and stories that from last year and things that are happening this year, and those cleaning services that are utilizing all of the Cleaning for a Reason marketing opportunities are really being able to get out there and really moving their company forward.
So give us a couple of examples of that, Lynn.
Well, one of my favorite examples is when I first joined Cleaning for a Reason, I had written a press release for a brand new company, Lakeland Cleaning Company. And Heather just started this business as a hobby because her grandmother and aunt were recently diagnosed with cancer. So she decided that she was going to start this cleaning company and she was going to help her grandmother and her aunt. She has a business degree. She decided I'm going to do my market research. I'm going to look in to see what I need to do to be successful. She came across Cleaning for a Reason and decided to contact us and join the foundation. Hence, fast forwarding, the press release was written to promote her affiliation with Cleaning for a Reason. Then I had asked her, hey, would you like me to see if we could get you some media about what you're doing? And she said, great, that'll be wonderful. So it didn't take long, and the Tampa Bay local news station wanted to do a story on her. And of course, she had never been on TV. She was a little bit nervous, so I had coached her on what to do, what to say, questions that they may ask her. And she did an incredible job. But not only did her cleaning company become highlighted in the Tampa Bay area, there were affiliates across the country that picked her story up. Not only did those affiliates pick her story up, but then there was newspaper and magazine, so print media also picked it up. Before she knew it, her phone was ringing off the hook. So here it was herself and maybe one other person that was going out and cleaning, and now she had to take and ramp up the number of cleaning technicians she had. She increased her client base. She increased the number of women that did not know about the service. And of course, after all, that's what it's all about. Because the increase in clients will come once, you know, the public finds out about what you're doing. And so fast forwarding it, you know, I had a conversation with her just the other day, and she said, Lynn, although I have been so blessed that none of my family members were taken by cancer, I love what I do, and I do this to honor them. And she said, I get such great joy out of it. And although she also has a full-time job in addition to running this cleaning company, she does all the background work in terms of the scheduling and everything else. And when she's short on cleaning technicians, she's out there cleaning in the field, which she says gives her the greatest joy ever.
Wow. Wow. Well, hopefully she'll get big enough that she can leave that other pressured job and just start doing this full time. She makes a great owner. And then you talked about, you have a story about Beachland Cleaning Service and Tom Heveron?
I do. And Tom's a little bit different because Tom's a BSC, a business service contractor, but Tom's wife is a cancer survivor. And Tom joined Cleaning for a Reason and jumped in with both feet because, of course, there's that passion with his wife being a cancer survivor. So they decided that they were going to go and do some residential cleaning for cancer patients. But not only is Tom cleaning, Tom is out there pounding the pavement, doing fundraisers, writing grants. As a matter of fact, those of you that have ever heard the song Give a Little Bit, he contacted Roger Hodgson from Supertramp, and Roger has signed over the rights of that song to Cleaning for a Reason. So we are able to use that song on our website or anything that we are doing. And Roger also has a little section on his website about how he's given back to Cleaning for a Reason by providing us the rights to use that song. In addition to that, Tom Heveron was recognized last year at the BSCAI conference in Las Vegas for his community service and his ability to give back. And at that time, they recognized him in front of a group of his building service contractor peers and presented him with a Crystal Award in addition to a check for $1,000. And he, in turn, turned around and donated that $1,000 check to Cleaning for a Reason so that we could continue our efforts to serve women and recruit more cleaning services so that we could accomplish those goals.
Boy, the world is just filled with some wonderful people, isn't it? I mean, the stories that you hear on the news that are so bad, when all these wonderful stories are there, it's amazing. And I thought about that this morning because cleaning services do get a lot of bad raps with Twitter and Facebook and Angie's List and all of these things. The bad media is out there, but Cleaning for a Reason is a reason to put the good media out there, and it's such an interesting story that it gets covered very well. But it's nice for us to have a light shining on us instead of the cameras hidden in the bedroom catching the maid stealing things. This is just a wonderful thing that has been brought to us that makes people go, oh, well, maybe there is something besides theft in a cleaning service. So it's wonderful. So what is the process that someone would need to follow in order to make this happen with their cleaning service? And before you answer that, Lynn, way back when I said, why cleaning for a reason instead of doing it yourself? And I believe the stories you told, like, amazing story about the song. There's no way that one little cleaning service could get those rights on their own. There's no way that the media coverage could be there on their own without the power of everybody going together. So if somebody wants to become part of this and get the media coverage, and I will say I was on TV 5 times in 2007 for Cleaning for a Reason. So it is very possible to get. Can you tell people how they can become part of this wonderful media coverage?
Absolutely. Anybody that's interested can contact our office, go onto our website, and fill out just an inquiry form, and our partner recruiter, Lucy, will contact them. And one of the things that we ask is that you have an EIN number. If you don't have an EIN number, that you're insured and that you do background cleaning or background checks on your technicians. So the other piece of it is if it's someone other than a cleaning service, a BSC, or anybody else, there's obviously that financial contribution, because as a nonprofit, we certainly can use funds to help continue to move our mission forward to help women. And so all we ask is a pledge of $20 a month, which is tax deductible. And with that, we also ask that you agree to take on 2 women and provide free cleanings once a month for 4 months for these women. Now, I know many of you are probably saying, oh, $20, why do I have to pay $20? Why do I have to pay you to go out and volunteer my time to clean for women? Well, there's several reasons behind that. One, it helps us to continue to do what we do. But more importantly, it allows us to provide you with marketing materials so that you could put your business stamp or your business card on there so that you can, number one, let your paying clients know who you are and what you're doing, or even your prospective clients. You can go out into the community and talk about your alignment and affiliation with Cleaning for a Reason and hand this information card out. We also provide you with the support where we're matching you with the patients. We're helping you get media coverage. We're writing specialized press releases. We're promoting you on our Facebook page, which, by the way, we have over 196,000 fans right now. In addition, Sharon did talk about, hey, we want to make sure that cleaning companies are getting positive press, and that's exactly what we do. We are presenting positive press. We are making sure we are promoting you. We're giving shout-outs about you when you join the foundation. If you have anything special that you're doing, we are promoting that. Again, we are so grateful for all that you're doing. We want to do everything that we can in our power. If at any time you need additional marketing materials, and I just named a few of those materials that we provide you free of charge, we will provide you a certain number on an annual basis if you are going out to events and you want to promote your affiliation with Cleaning for a Reason. So those are just a few of the things that, when I look at it, you can't afford not to be part of this cost-driven organization, because after all, when you think about it, again, when people are looking to hire a company, they're looking to hire someone who's giving back to their community. And I think I read somewhere that 80% of the decisions that are made on purchases or hiring of a company are made by females. And you know, as a female, we want to do good. We want to make sure that whoever it is that we hire or we have working for us is giving back. And so that's the first thing I personally look for, is what a company does to give back either within their local community or globally. And so that's something to think about, because again, that's a differentiator for your business amongst your competitors.
Perfect. Perfect. So is there any other obligations from the partners that you that our cleaning services obviously need to know about, so they don't think there's any hidden little things here. I think you've covered, you said now this says a minimum of 4 free cleanings, so you're saying 2 cleanings per month for 2 women. Is that what the obligation is?
That's correct. That's correct. And you, at any given time, you have the ability to accept or deny that patient. If you find that you may not be able to take that second woman on during the month, that is, you have the ability to do that. We do not designate how many cleaning technicians you send out to the woman's home. We do not determine what type of cleaning. What we do is we tell the women that it's a general cleaning. And that's up to you in terms of the length of time that you're going to be out there cleaning. And we really ask them to create a list of priorities, because we know that depending on the size of the home or when the home was last cleaned, it may need a little bit more attention. So we completely allow you to drive the ship there. We do not dictate the products that you use or anything like that. The only thing that we do ask is that you pay your staff that go out and clean the homes of the women. Obviously, if you're a sole proprietor and it may be you and one other individual and you may be cleaning the home of the woman, obviously you're going to go out there and clean for that woman. So that's something that's important. We talked about the background checks. We talked about being insured. And one of the most important things that we do ask is that you report your cleanings. And I know you're thinking, wow, you're asking me to go and clean for free. You're asking me to pay $20, and now you're asking me to report cleanings. Well, one of the reasons why that's so important is, one, when you get media coverage, that's going to be a question that they're going to ask. How many women have you cleaned for, and what's the value of that? And so that's important. And that's also important to us when we're going out and we're talking to prospective corporate sponsors, letting them know we have over 1,100 maid services. They've provided donated cleanings over $4.5 million. That's incredibly impactful, and it's impactful for you. Promote that on your website. Promote that everywhere, because, again, that's one of the things that helps separate you from everybody else. And we also have a partner relationship specialist, Cindy, and she's here to help you with everything and anything. If you have a question about how do I log on, or you know what, I just don't have time to report those cleanings, give us a call. We will do that for you. We want to help you do whatever we can. Now, we can't accept or deny the patient. That's something that you need to do on your own, but we can help you in any other aspect that there is. We're here to serve you because we appreciate you for all that you're doing to help these women.
Well, the reporting of the cleanings is important, and I know it's a pain because, you know, I had to do it when I had my cleaning service. But I will also say that a couple of years ago, I helped somebody hired me to help them get media coverage. And the subject line, and clearly what I hope people are using in the subject line this year, is that $4.5 million, because she did get on TV, and I think a lot of it had to do with the volume. Once you start saying $4.5 million, the media stops and goes, wow, that's a lot of money. So if they don't report it, then it'll never get bigger than $4.5 million. So the impact of everybody joining together, because obviously we are bigger as a group, we are stronger as a group, is important. But if they don't say that to you, then you'll be at $4.5 million for the next 10 years. So I know you sometimes feel bad about pushing that. Debbie did too, and I'm like, God, I've been in nonprofits before. You have to have those hours, if for no other reason than when you go to get to your big sponsors, which we'll talk about in a little while, are going to do more for you. If you have more people, the more houses you clean, the more likely Walmart is to give you more money. So it's also good when you're trying to get more money. So what is the process to make the media coverage happen, Lynn?
Well, all we need to do is know that you want media coverage. And one of the things that we do is each week we send a list of our partners that want media coverage. And Real News PR, Jeff Curley and his team, what they will do is once they receive that list, they go out into the various media markets and they will reach out to newspapers, magazines, radio stations, TV stations, and they will talk about Cleaning for a Reason, who we are, what we do, and then in particular, they will hit those local markets and say, oh, as a matter of fact, we have a partner maid service in this local area that you may want to talk about their experience with Cleaning for a Reason. Now, one of the things that's especially important is that you've already cleaned for a patient, because what they want to do is they want to talk to you about that experience, and quite often, a lot of things, or a lot of times, they are also interviewing the patient. And so sometimes the patients are okay with being interviewed on camera and other times they're not. It's a little bit easier if it's a taped segment because then there's redos, or if it's media. But know that, one, we will prepare you, we will prepare the patient, we will be there right with you the entire way helping you with this. Not only do you get this coverage, but then it's promoted in our newsletter, on our brag bites, and everywhere possible just to promote and highlight who you are and what you're doing. In addition to that, as I had mentioned earlier with Lakeland Cleaning, affiliates typically tend to pick that up as well. Sometimes if the cleaning company is local, they may also be inviting the cleaning company, the technician, Cleaning for a Reason, the patient, and there may be a whole host of us that may be going on TV or doing it in the home of a patient. But there's a tremendous number of opportunities, and it's as easy as just letting us know that that's something that you would like to do.
So I have to say, I wasn't aware that you all did this. So he doesn't go out and just look and try and promote it everywhere. A cleaning service company has to say to you, yes, I want to be on TV this year or in the media, and then he will work that particular area. And they just have to email, contact Lucy or you or Cindy and say, hey, get me some media coverage? Is it that simple?
It is. It's that simple. And of course, yes, Real News PR, they're always pitching Cleaning for a Reason as a whole, but it makes it even more enticing to the media when there's something locally that they can promote that a business in their area is doing good. And it is. Call us, send us an email at info@cleaningforareason.org, whatever, we will make it happen. We can't always guarantee it because sometimes we've actually have been scheduled for TV interviews and there was breaking news that popped up and we were, just an afterthought. But for the most part, if it's a tape segment, they do everything they can to get this done. And we have been incredibly successful. And we do track this as well.
Interesting. Well, for the sake of our viewing audience, what I have on this screen, and Lynn and I didn't walk through every screen before this morning, so this is truly a ad hoc interview, was how a company can do this on their own. I had no idea you actually worked this, Lynn, which is fabulous. But a company can indeed do it on their own. You could go to Google and get every newspaper, magazine, radio station, and television station number. Call that number and tell them what you want, that you do cleanings for free for cancer patients, and who would you need to talk to or send an email to have them help you get the word out in the month of October. That's how I made that happen. Do you still have companies doing this, or do you want them to do this, or do you want them to contact you?
Well, one, it's great to contact us, but it's always important to continue to reach out and to develop a good working relationship with the local media, because think about it any time other than October, when it is Cancer Awareness Month. As an example, flu season. Who's the expert about cleaning during flu season? It's you, cleaning companies, and that's a great way that you can pitch your business to the local media. One, hey, you remember me? We did a story on cleaning for a reason. Guess what? I have some great tips about how to prevent the flu. And so they'll remember you. So it is really important that not only to rely on us to help get you that coverage, but to also build and develop those relationships with the local media, because whenever they have a story or they need to interview a cleaning company, they will think of you first. And so that's always something that we want to make sure that we're all household names within the industry and within the media market as well.
Well, this is really exciting. I had no idea you guys did that. I can think of my newsletter heading already. You guys are going to be bombarded. I mean, this is just so exciting. So I'm going to kind of pass this up because, as I said, I thought we needed to send out our own press releases, which is really great. I do suggest if somebody does this on their own, however, that they have their first press release out by September 24th, and that they send one out every week after that for the whole month of October, because as you said, the first week ISIS might be going crazy. By the second week, we might have destroyed them, and by the third week, we're looking for some news, and boom, you get on TV. So I always do think that every single week we should be doing something during the month of October to promote our Cleaning for a Reason efforts. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely, and don't forget to send us your information, because we can create a press release especially for your business. And so that's something that's important. You don't even have to write that press release. We will write it for you. So the sooner you get it into us, the sooner we could get it written. We'll send it back to you for approval. We'll make any changes that you need on it. We will post it on our website. We will post it all over, but that's also a great thing for you to do, is to send it out to all the local media markets in your area as well. So that's one less thing that you need to do, is to write that press release.
Probably should have done this webinar before September 15th. Your poor people are going to be working overtime, Lynn. Okay, and talking about your poor people, it's a segue into your other staff positions.
Well, Shelley is our patient advocate, and she does the intake of our patients and screening the recipients. Sometimes, as I had mentioned earlier, we clean for women 19 years of age that battle cancer, but sometimes males have names that are similar to females' names, and they get through because our portal doesn't necessarily designate that. So that's something that she does, is she does that intake and she does that screening. She verifies that they are currently undergoing treatment for cancer by accepting that physician's note. And that's something that's really important. But the other piece of it is that I do want to mention is not only can the patient apply on their own behalf, it could be a family member, a friend, a nurse navigator, a social worker, anyone. And if you don't have, or they don't have access to a computer, they certainly can contact the office, and we will intake that information and get them signed up. We also have Lucy, who's our partner recruiter, but not only is Lucy our partner recruiter, that wonderful Facebook page, if you have not liked our Facebook page, if you're not following our Facebook page, she does a tremendous amount of she does a tremendous job highlighting a number of things on there, promoting our partners, recipes, inspirational things. It is incredible. And as I said earlier, we have over 196,000 fans out there, and there's a tremendous amount of content on there. So in addition to Facebook and all of that wonderful stuff that she puts out, all of the wonderful content that she does, she goes out and she's actually recruiting maid services. And so that's something that's very, very important, is that we continue to increase the number of partners that we have. Although you're probably looking at the numbers going, wow, 1,100 maid services, that's a huge number. When you think about geographically the area that we serve the U.S. and Canada. That is not a whole lot of cleaning companies out there. And then when you take and you pare that down to how the match process works, is Shelley is matching the patients with the zip code that our partners are inputting that they serve. And so if we don't have a partner in the particular area that a patient is located or within that radius of service area, that patient can't be served. And so that's very, very important. And I did neglect that as one other thing to do, is make sure that zip codes are updated, because that's how we match our patients and our cleaning companies. And then Darla is our admin assistant, and she just does everything. That info at cleaningforareason.org, that's one of her emails that she takes on. She also takes on inputting patients into the portal. She answers our phones. She is an assistant to me and all of the support staff. So she wears a tremendous number of hats, and so I certainly want to encourage you to contact any one of us at any time, because although we have specific titles behind our name, we're here to support and serve any of our cleaning companies with any questions or issues that they have.
Perfect. So other public relations opportunities. We've talked, of course, about October because this is the biggest window of opportunity. But tell us some of the other things that people can do to get their name out through Cleaning for a Reason.
Well, you can set up booths in any local community event that's going on, whether it's a health fair, whether it's a home and garden show, whether it's just your local community festival. And that's a great opportunity to talk about not only who you are and what you do, but your affiliation with Cleaning for a Reason. That's a great opportunity because you get that face-to-face opportunity with people in the community. Going to Chamber of Commerce meetings, letting the Chamber of Commerce know if you're not a member, join the Chamber of Commerce. That's another great tool to get out information about your business and your affiliation with Cleaning for a Reason. We also talked about religious organizations. They're always out there promoting any type of organization, religious, civic, local, business, anywhere that you can do networking is a great opportunity to do that. Then we talk about, just the local government and declarations and accommodations. And when you're out there networking, or you're a member of the Chamber of Commerce or some of these other local organizations, or maybe even just going out to talk to them, they also have awards that they acknowledge businesses within their local community for community service, for giving back, for going above and beyond. Those are great things for your company to receive. That's something great to put on your website, to let us at Cleaning for a Reason know that, because we'll certainly provide a shout out on our Facebook page or in our newsletter, in our brag bites. And then talk about an opportunity for a press release. That's when you want to contact us and say, okay, Cleaning for a Reason, I just got this award, or I'm participating in this local community event. And that's when we will write a specialized press release announcing the award that you received, or the event you're participating in, or that you are speaking at a Rotary meeting or anything like that that's happening within your community. And so that's another great way to highlight who you are and what you're doing. And again, we will take on writing that press release for you. We'll just ask you to fill in the blanks on our standardized press release form, and we'll do the rest.
Amazing, amazing. I do want to share one of the things that my clients are doing. I know this is an interview with you, but this is working so great. They are putting on nice clothes and they're walking into a hospital or a clinic, particularly ones that specialize in cancer, but any hospital or clinic, and asking for the HR department. And everybody at the front desk thinks they're looking for a job, so they send them to the HR department. When they get there, they immediately walk in the door and hand your brochure to the person that's sitting there and say, "Hi, I'm here with Cleaning for a Reason. Have you heard of us?" And most of the time, the answer is, unfortunately, no. And you say, well, that's the reason why I'm here. We blah, 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 help women with cancer. Who could you put me in touch with so that you can let your patients know this is available to them? Lynn, I'm telling you, people will say, well, meet so-and-so. I've had several owners who have literally had their meeting canceled because the hospital wanted to postpone it so more doctors and nurses could be at this meeting. Obviously, on the back of your Cleaning for a Reason brochure is their card stapled with their name. One of my clients who struggled very much so, had 6 clients after a year and a half of having this business. He was going to close it. 1 year later, had 120 repeat clients, and the majority of them came from that hospital. 1 week after he had been there, the woman he introduced himself to called him and said, "We would like to chip in and give 6 free cleanings to a nurse here who has cancer. Can we do that?" Amazing, the door opener this whole thing is, Lynn, during the year, not just October.
And Sharon, I'm glad you brought that up, because one of the things that we've also created and is a packet for hospitals so that we could provide that information. And so if anybody happens to walk into a hospital and they get a contact, let us know, because we will automatically send that information out. But what's more important, and what I like that you highlighted, because that face-to-face, we're constantly reaching out to hospitals and clinics and oncology centers, but it's a lot more powerful when you, as a cleaning professional, walk in the door with the brochure, with your business card attached to it, to talk to them, and talk to them from the heart and share your stories and experiences that you've had with Cleaning for a Reason, and letting them know that you're here for them to help these women in your local community. And so for me, I'm talking over the phone, you're a lot more powerful face-to-face. But with that being said, let us know, and we will get that packet out, which gives them a whole host of information about the foundation. You may also want to say, hey, this is what I'm going to be doing, and ask us for some pins and pens and Cleaning for a Reason pink wristbands, because once you take and drop your the trifold off with your business card, you can always leave some of the little pink stuff along with you as well. And then if you are out at a health fair, let's say, and maybe a hospital or an oncology center is running that health fair, it's great to have Cleaning for a Reason marketing material. So contact us, and we will certainly provide that. Another thing that I would suggest is maybe have a raffle, and I certainly offer Cleaning for a Reason swag as a way to bring people to your table. And that's also a great way for you to collect names for prospective clients. Hey, I'm raffling off a Cleaning for a Reason t-shirt and bracelet and maybe car magnet and hat, and we'll provide all of that for you free of charge. But then also get them to write their name down and their contact information. So it serves 2 purposes. One, they are putting their name in for a chance to win some Cleaning for a Reason swag, and maybe something from your business. But then 2, you also have someone to go back to and see if they would be interested in your services. So certainly contact us with regards to that. And one last way that I want to talk about public relations opportunities is to participate in Cleaning for a Reason Week. And that's a national week that we had set aside. It's April 18th through the 24th. And so that'll be something that you'll hear a lot more about from us. We'll have teleseminars. We'll be giving you tips on things to do. We'll be creating proclamations that you can take to your local government that they could name it National Cleaning for a Reason Week in your town. And that's really a big deal. You can get your picture taken with the mayor or city council members. And how huge is that to have your photo with the mayor or city council member on their website, on your website, the proclamation that they've signed off on it. And again, this is something that we do for you. So take advantage of all of the support that we provide for you. And again, at any time you have questions, you don't know how to go about it, you don't know what to do, call us and we're here to help walk you through that process.
Great ideas. Lynn, the packet that you send to the hospital, is it possible for the cleaning services to get that packet from you and then walk it into the hospital?
Absolutely. The one thing that we would need would be if they could, well, we do send out a personalized letter to that particular individual. So if they knew the patient navigator or social worker or someone that they were going to see, we actually personalize the letter in there and then we sign it. However, we certainly could make it generic, but as you know, sometimes when it's personalized, it's a little bit more meaningful behind that. So we certainly would be happy to provide that, but would like to try and personalize that letter.
It would look, I'm just thinking it would look a lot more professional than just handing them a brochure. And of course they won't know who the person is until they actually develop that rapport. But I'm thinking of walking in there and how much nicer it would look if, and how much more professional and organized it would look if there was a little packet rather than, hey, here's a brochure with my card stapled to the back of it. So great. So benefits to the partners for becoming a partner. The $20 and the commitment they're making to you. Go over about a few more things that we've talked about a lot of this. And by the way, the shouts on Facebook, the 196,000 fans, when I talked to Debbie 2 years ago, it was 18,000. So in 2 years, this is just overwhelming to me that this has increased this much.
It has. And again, it's great to get that awareness out there, because not only are we giving shout outs to all of our partners, but we're also, a lot of what we also do is we also ask all of our fans, and anytime I go out into public to do speaking presentations, I always request that if anyone is looking to hire a cleaning service, that they make sure they have the Cleaning for a Reason logo on their website or on any of their marketing materials. And if they don't, mention to them that they need to contact Cleaning for a Reason, because again, that's incredibly powerful. So again, that benefit, you get all of our marketing materials, which we have a tremendous amount. You get a welcome packet with all of that in. You'll have the opportunity to order a certain quantity each year that we provide you free of charge. That logo, which is so very important to have on your website, on your marketing materials, your business cards. You're distinguishing your company because you're aligning yourself with a cause-driven organization. You're getting customized press releases, you're getting monthly newsletters, you're being highlighted in monthly newsletters, and also our partner brag bites that come out on a monthly basis. And not only do you, as a partner of Cleaning for a Reason, get the newsletters and the partner brag bites, but we also send it out to our corporate sponsors, individuals, and anybody that has an interest in Cleaning for a Reason. Again, there's the 196,000 fans and the shout outs that you get. We have monthly training teleseminars, and they are free of charge. I encourage you to sign up for them. And as a matter of fact, we have one coming up this Wednesday, September 17th at 4 p.m. Central Daylight Time, and this is going to be a great teleseminar. It's talking about social media, and Mitchell Communication will be hosting this teleseminar along with our founder and president, Debbie Sardone, and a representative from Swiffer. And as you know, Swiffer and Walmart are a very large corporate sponsor of ours, and in the month of October, what they do is they put out pink Swiffer dusters, wet jets, and Swiffer mops. And you'll see kiosks in the local Walmart, and you'll see the Cleaning for a Reason logo. And so what the PR company for Procter & Gamble is doing is they are doing us a great favor by hosting this teleseminar and how to spread the word through social media. Some of us do a great job on social media, and others of us just dabble in it. Well, they're here to talk to you and take you through the steps on ways to promote and create awareness. Not only will they host this teleseminar, but they're creating a social media toolkit. So it'll talk about postings, it'll give you postings, it'll give you tweets, it'll give you photos to upload, and a whole lot more. So I certainly encourage you to register for this teleseminar. Now, if you register and you can't participate, or you're already a partner of Cleaning for a Reason, one of the things that we do is everybody always gets a link to the teleseminar, because we recognize that we serve a tremendous number of time zones, and not everybody has the ability to be available during the time in which the teleseminar is being presented. So we'll send you the link to the teleseminar every single month. This month, we're also going to send you the toolkit along with that, and the upload of the photos that you can use for your website, your Facebook page, Twitter account. So that's part of it. So certainly encourage you, if you have any questions, give us a call at the office, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. We talked about the media coverage, we talked about support, but more importantly, staff retention and bonding. Think about it. Not everybody in your cleaning company has the ability to join an organization that can volunteer on a regular basis, and that can give back, and that can be aligned with an organization that's giving back. But you, as a partner of Cleaning for a Reason, are aligning yourself with a nonprofit organization that is giving back, and you are part of that and giving that back to your local community. Your technicians, your staff are part of that. They may not directly be out there doing that, giving back and volunteering, but they are part of Cleaning for a Reason. And they may just be that person in the office that is scheduling the cleaning with the patient. They may be the technician that's going out and cleaning. And so many of our partners, when they first join, they think, oh yeah, I'm just going to go out, I'm going to clean for these women. But what they determine once they get out there is there's a bond that's developed with the patient. There's a bond that's developed with the family. And it's overwhelming to them because they think, I'm going to go in and I'm going to clean. And sometimes that bond continues throughout that cancer journey. Sometimes it continues when the patient passes. And it's difficult. It's difficult for all of us because we're all so connected. But think about the bonding that creates among staff, because now everyone has that special thing that they share, that special experience that they've had, that they've gotten to go in and do something for someone. And I can't begin to tell you how much the patients appreciate what our partners do. We get calls all the time. And for us, we think, oh, it's a job. We're going to go in, we're going to clean, we're going to do this. But for these women that have a sensitivity to chemicals, that have a sensitivity to any cleaning agent, that can't pick themselves up off the couch to even dust the furniture, to push a vacuum, to do anything, they are so grateful. You may just come in and clean bathrooms during your time, or you may just make their bed or clean the floors, but to them, that is paramount. You have made their day. You are that ray of sunshine in their life in a very bleak day that they may have, because they've received this cancer diagnosis and all they can focus on is doctors and treatments and medication, and now you show up at their door. And now you have turned their world around and create this smile and this clean environment. And that in turn helps them to become healthy and focus on their health and spend the much needed time with their family. And then of course, personal satisfaction. How gratifying is it to know that you are helping this woman in her journey and helping her family as well.
Very true, Lynn. I have a question for you over one of the things you mentioned, your media teleseminar on Wednesday. Do people need to be partners of Cleaning for a Reason in order to join that?
Well, no, you know what? Just give us a call, and we want you to come and participate, because this will be a great way for you to learn about us, who we are, what we do, and get some of that information. Absolutely. We would love to invite all of your participants in this webinar. And typically, it is just for Cleaning for a Reason participants, but I certainly want to extend that invitation.
Perfect. I will put that in the newsletter, Lynn, because I think it would give them a good idea of what you all can do for them. You talked about Swiffer. You have some fabulous sponsors. You want to talk a little bit about, and we are getting over an hour here, but if you could just talk a little bit about a couple of these and some of the exciting things you're doing to get the name out with these sponsors.
Well, all of these sponsors promote Cleaning for a Reason. They'll give us products from time to time. Those partners that are with us, they probably know that we have giveaways, and we do a lot of different things. If we do lunch and learns, we'll provide swag bags, and so a lot of these partners provide this. They'll also provide some information for newsletters, blog posts, social media. More importantly, they're providing financial contribution to the foundation, which helps us to continue to do what we do. And you'll get to hear a little bit more. American Cleaning Institute, they do a really great thing. They have an annual convention in January in Orlando, and they do a duck race to benefit Cleaning for a Reason. And so people can purchase a duck, sponsor a duck, and they run these ducks down the lazy river, and it is just great fun. And so that's a great opportunity for us to be out there with some of the larger companies within the industry, talking about who we are and what we do, and helping us. And we have United Laboratories, Dow, Unger, and we have so many more. Just visit our website. Again, if you know of anybody that is interested in possibly being a corporate sponsor, I would love to contact them and follow up with them. But these sponsors do a tremendous amount for us. But I do want to mention, in the month of October, please go take your picture in front of the Swiffer kiosk in Walmart, because the Cleaning for a Reason logo will be there. And they're also promoting hashtag Swiffer Goes Pink, and we're encouraging women to talk about their experience with cancer so that they can help share their story with other women with cancer.
Amazing job you all have done. I mean, what an impressive list of sponsors. So what are the future plans for Cleaning for a Reason? Hopefully we won't be another 2 years of not talking, but tell us, what do you plan to do in the future?
Well, we certainly want to make Cleaning for a Reason a household name. We certainly want to increase the number of women we serve by 50%. We'd love to increase our partners up to 1,200 by next year, increase our corporate sponsorship and donations, and then, of course, one of our future goals, as always, is to waive our pledges. But the only way that we could do that would be through increased public support. But there is also another way. We have a Give a Dollar program, which is very easy. And I certainly encourage, and we continue to encourage all of our Cleaning for a Reason partners to do this, is when you're going out on estimates, is take our Give a Dollar campaign brochure, talk to your prospective clients about who you are, what you do, and that you're affiliated with Cleaning for a Reason. And then ask them, would you like to add $1 on to your cleanings, whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, and that money adds up quickly, and that can go to help defray the cost of your pledges. And how many people are going to say, no, I don't want to help you to continue to clean for women that are battling cancer. I don't want to help a foundation move forward. $1 is simple, and that's something to do at the end of your estimate. Buckets and Bows has been incredibly successful in doing that, and then all you have to do is let us know, turn that money in at the end of the month or the end of the quarter. We'll apply it towards your dues, and the rest is history. And all you really need is 10 clients that are being cleaned twice a month, and there's your $20. I mean, it's incredibly, incredibly easy. So that's another way to help waive those pledges in the meantime if that is an issue for you.
Well, Debbie and I talked about this 2 years ago, and you were beta testing it then, and I had no idea it was approved. So I dropped that subject, Lynn. So I'm glad you brought it up today. In my opinion, it is the slickest way to let people know what you're doing. I even rewrote my telemarketing script for inbound sales with that on the end, and then Debbie told me to pull it because you hadn't approved it yet. But I would end every single conversation, and of course I'm a big phone quoter, but if you do it in person, of course, it can be done. But on the phone, I would end every single conversation saying, and the price for that service is blah, blah, blah. Or if you would like to add $1, our organization, our company cleans women for free for cancer. You can work that into the script in 30 seconds, but now you had an opportunity to tell people that you're philanthropic without bragging about it through the middle of the script. It is a very clever way to put into your sales script or your sales presentation that you are philanthropic without being a bragger. So I'm thrilled to hear that you are actually approving of that, and I'm going to do a whole newsletter on that because I just think it makes absolute sense, absolute sense.
Well, Sharon, and in addition to that, I've developed a thank you card so that if any of our partners are involved in the Give a Dollar campaign, we've also created a thank you card thanking the client for being a part of the Give a Dollar campaign. And then on the flip side, we talk to them about spreading the word about that their cleaning company that they're using, tell their friends if they're looking for a cleaning company, and encouraging them to refer that cleaning service. And also another area that they can paste their business card or stamp their information. Because again, we want to make sure that we're thanking that client, and then we're also asking them to promote you as a cleaning company to their friends and family.
Great. It's just a great idea. I'm so thrilled to hear it happened. So thrilled. So I do want to cover this topic before we say goodbye to one another, in that you are going to be in Florida with a reception, so everybody has a chance to meet you. Talk a little bit about this and say, if they are not partners, again, are they still invited to this event?
Yes, this is a reception that we're hosting at ISSA in conjunction with the ARCSI convention. It's Wednesday, November 5th, Buena Vista Palace, 5:30 to 7:30 in the Great Hall. It's open to our partners, corporate sponsors, friends. Again, it's another great opportunity to come and learn a little bit more about the foundation, to talk with partners that have been with Cleaning for a Reason for a long time or maybe a short time, but I think it's very important that you have that opportunity if you're interested in the foundation, but you really want to talk with someone who has been involved and engaged with the foundation. We'll have appetizers, complimentary beverages, there'll be door prizes, there'll be a lot of fun. I certainly encourage you to come out and visit us, and anytime give us a call, but it's a great opportunity to meet people, to network, and then hear a little bit more about Cleaning for a Reason.
And I've been to these events probably every single year. I would go for the appetizers alone. They have the most fabulous appetizers at their event. So tell us about the two most interesting stories, unless they were the Tom story, and the two most, well, maybe for the essence of time, tell us about the two most heartwarming stories.
Okay.
Well, let's cover all three of these.
Okay. All right. Well, Mary Maids of Metro in Nova Scotia, Sandra Watson, one of our partners, had written to us, and she had a patient who was a very young woman with a child, and she was stage 4 cancer, and went in to Clean for her and developed this bond. And the bond was so great that they wound up attending the little boy's 1-year-old party. And the patient's father was videotaping everything, so her son, when she passed, he would have a video library to learn about his mom and what a wonderful woman she was. And I remember and I actually highlighted in one of our newsletters parts of the letter that Sandra had written to us. And she talked about how the patient she was just so weak, and so they brought balloons over, they brought presents over, and they were putting icing on the little boy's lips, and it was just incredible. And soon after that, she passed. And Sandra said that whenever she hears the word cancer, whenever she thinks about going out and cleaning for a woman or any women that have cancer, she reflects back on the difference that she made, because not only was she going in and cleaning, or were they going in to clean, but they developed a relationship. They were able to be part of a special celebration. They were able to help her along and make her last days more enjoyable. And it was just absolutely heartwarming. And I didn't get into too much of the story because I have a hard time conveying it without crying, because it is that touching. And if you want a copy of that newsletter, just send me an email and I will let you know. And then Patty Randolph of Meticulous Diva Cleaning Services in Decula, Georgia, she took on her very first cleaning patient, and she said, I didn't know what to expect, I didn't know what to do. And I knocked on the door, and this patient, Miss Catherine, was very, very reserved, and she was very guarded. And so she said, I really tried to break down that wall. I tried to ease and let her know what I was going to be doing. And before long, she said, I knew I broke the walls down when I would ring the doorbell, and she would come to the door, and she would have a great big smile on her face. And she said, although I spent more time in there than I probably should have, she said she needed somebody to talk to, so she would sit there with her and talk with her for hours. She would watch TV shows with her. She would do anything with her. And I think one of the most compelling things that Patty said to me, she said, I know that I could have been out there getting or working for paying clients. She said, but it's not about the money. It's all about what's coming from the heart. It's all about giving back. And so Miss Catherine passed, but because of Patty and because of her willingness to sit there, the family actually allowed Patty to see her before she passed away in her final hours. And they still keep in contact with her, but Miss Catherine had asked that when she passed away, that in lieu of flowers, money be donated to the foundation, because she wanted to make sure that more women that were battling cancer had the same opportunity that she did, and got to have her house clean, got to bond and have that support that Patty provided for her. And it was just so touching and so heartwarming and such an incredible story. It's absolutely amazing. And then more locally, Buckets and Bows, our founder Debbie's franchise, Debbie's Cleaning Service, we have 2 patients locally, and so those of you that participate in the teleseminar, you'll get to see photos of all of us. We actually did a photo shoot, and Stacy and Tanya, I've gotten to know over the past few years, and they are women that are battling cancer, and I've actually become friends with them, and I feel as though I'm going through their journey, but more importantly, Buckets and Bows have been there to clean for them. And just to give you a really funny thing, Debbie met Stacy in a Zumba class, and that's how she learned she was undergoing treatment for cancer. And so immediately Debbie said, hey, have you heard about Cleaning for a Reason? And Stacy, who lives in Flower Mound, which is right within the local area, had not heard about the foundation. So Debbie got her signed up for cleanings, and then we had then used her for various interviews. But the other piece that came out of it is Stacy, who's still in treatment and had a second diagnosis with cancer, she is working for us. I have hired her, and so she works for us 5 hours a week, and so she is the one that will be doing your customized press releases. She's an absolutely amazing individual. I don't even know how she's doing all that she's doing, and as a matter of fact, when we were doing this mini documentary and photo shoot, she was scheduled to have another surgery and said, oh, I'll cancel my surgery just so that I can, you know, be there for this. She's just so devoted to the foundation, and every person that she meets, she tells them about Cleaning for a Reason and the experience. And she always says to me, one, if I didn't have Cleaning for a Reason come in and clean my house, I don't know what I would have done, because she has a 10-year-old daughter and a 20-year-old son. But then the other part of it is coming full circle, is that she's actually working for Cleaning for a Reason. And so that's helping her with all of the things that she's going through. And then Tanya is, again, another one of our patients who showed up in my office one day shortly after I started, and I'm busily working on my computer, I'm sending out emails, and all of a sudden I feel this presence in my office, and I start from the floor down, and I look and I see these bright orange tennis shoes, and I work my way up and I see this woman standing here, and she has a bald head, so I know that she's obviously a cancer patient. And she popped in and said, hey, somebody just registered me for your services, and I didn't realize you were in Louisville, so I decided to pop in. And so it was absolutely incredible to get to meet her, and she's also someone that comes on TV and does photo shoots, but more importantly, she goes off to different groups with cancer patient support groups, and she promotes Cleaning for a Reason with women who are in need of the services. And then she also goes out and just on her own, she promotes Cleaning for a Reason with cleaning companies. As a matter of fact, she helped us sign up a cleaning company in Oklahoma because she said, hey, I noticed you don't have cleaning companies in this particular area, and I want to make sure that women in this area are served. And so it's just incredible at how not only do we have this bond with our partners and our patients, but it just really comes full circle. And I could go on and on because every day I take calls and I receive emails and I speak to people, and it's just incredible that I'm able to do what I do. And my goal is to be able to extend our reach and help more women, serve more women, and get more partners so that we can continue to clean.
Well, I want to thank you very much, Lynn, for all of your time. If anybody wants to join Cleaning for a Reason, here is the phone number. You'll probably want to talk to Lucy because she is the recruiter. You can also reach Lynn, correct, at 877-337-3348. So we've said a lot of stuff today. If you are not a partner, I highly recommend that you become one and do it like yesterday so that you can let press releases go for October and then really start building up your media contacts and things like that. So next year at this time, you're cleaning somebody and you're really ready to roll. If you're going to the convention in Florida, I hope that you do join the reception with Cleaning for a Reason. Oh gosh, there was so much she covered. I would start by going to her media seminar on Wednesday night. Sounds absolutely fabulous. So Lynn, thank you so much for your time. It's been a bit of a time, so thank you so much. I do want our audience to know that Lynn does have other things on her plate, and doing the presentation and preparing the PowerPoint and all of this has taken a chunk of Lynn's time, and we started recording this at 7:30 this morning on a Monday morning. So thank you so much, Lynn.
Well, thank you, Sharon, for all you do. You are a great advocate for Cleaning for a Reason, and I know we continue to get new partners as a result of your promotion. And one last thing with ISSA, go on to the ARCSI website. They have a special promotion for Cleaning for a Reason members and ARCSI members to participate in the conference. It's a great opportunity, continuing education. I certainly encourage you to do that, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Lynn. You have a great day. Thank you for this great win-win opportunity. Thank you, folks, for listening, and we will see you at our next seminar.